Hi, my name's Ron Gurman. This is my partner, Mike Tiffany. We started Off the Street Ministries in 2016.
One of the things that we started at Off the Street Ministries is combine everything that I had learned from secular sober livings, because I ran sober livings for 7 years before that, and they weren't Christian. Off the Street Ministries is, we had to bring them in, take their phone for 30 days so they didn't have all those outside connections. And then we had to bring them to church, Bible studies and recovery blended together. All the stuff that didn't work in all the sober living houses, we put together in these ones, and this recovery of Off the Street Ministries. These guys need help in the first couple months. They don't need a free program for a year.
We really believe after the last 7 years or so of doing this, that a guy needs help, but he doesn't need too much help. He needs help for the first couple months, and really the first 30 days. And the reason why we do that, no phone and all that, is so that the guy can just concentrate on himself and being clean. We've come to determine that 2 months is the right amount of help that a guy needs. And by the third month, he really should be working and being self-supportive. The nice thing about our property too is that we have sober livings. We have 5 other sober living houses with guys at various lengths of clean time. So they can just look across the way and see the guy that has 4 months, see the guy that has 6 months, and see the progression of what can happen for them. And they're all the same. So it's not like they're looking, oh, that guy's way better than me, or that guy, that is one of the most amazing things that I've seen on our property, is that the property itself and the guys that are there want to help the new guys too, because they've been given this gift. You see a guy come in with his car and he's got his hard hat on and he's working, and these guys are like, I can do that? Yes, you can do that. Mike and I both being in recovery, it's our opportunity, and almost it's like I have to give it back to the other fellas. That I would be stealing from the gift that God has given me if I'm not doing what we're doing. I'm Ron with Off the Street Ministries. This is Kyle, one of our recent graduates. And you came to Off the Street Ministries when?
August 4th, 2021.
So tell me what happened. Where were you just prior to coming to Off the Street Ministries?
I was incarcerated, facing a case. At one of my court dates, I asked for a drug treatment program.
Right.
But when I was in detox, no other programs were accepting anybody because of
COVID, right?
COVID.
Yeah.
And Miss Denise at the Cherry Hill Detox Center, she called Off the Streets and they accepted me, and I got to work. I worked with you. I worked with Mike Tiffany.
Yeah, and then we got you hooked up with Mike Jason at 4A Generator.
4A Generators.
Yeah. Remember, you had like 3 or 4 guys going with you over there. And
then I got a group of guys. I'm like, hey, bro, you guys want to work?
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. Let's wake up at 7, you know what I'm saying? And pack the car in. And we went. We did that every day.
That's probably almost 6 months you did that, and then he hired you on full time, huh?
And then he hired me on full time, and I'm still working there.
You're a generator technician now, right?
Yeah, he actually hired me as a generator technician, and awesome. Level 1. So I'm still learning, but I'm learning a trade, so that's good.
Well, that's awesome. You got your own place through probation, right?
Yeah, through probation. It's called it's a low income housing called Abode. It's a 1-bedroom apartment.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Carport. And that's where I'm currently staying in Oakland.
That's quite a run from looking at 4 years in prison, right?
Yeah.
And then also you did the janitorial stuff for the church, and we're all involved with the church.
Yeah.
During that whole period of time.
Since
still with the church.
Yeah, I'm still with the church since I started. Since the day that I joined the program at Off the Streets, I was always volunteering to help out with the church.
Yeah.
Because it kept me clean.
And how long do you have clean now?
19 months.
That's a lot to do in 19 months too. You started paying rent within a couple of months, right? I mean, you got a little bit of help in the beginning, but pretty much you paid for the whole program all the way through, all the way out the door, right?
At the beginning, I had no money, so Off the Streets, like Mike Tiffany, he helped me out. I would work around the property. I'd help him move. You know what I'm saying? I'd go to work with you and help you, and then You know what I'm saying?
Got to do what we got to do to make
Yeah,
this thing
so
work, right?
You helping me, I'm helping you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's how the program worked, and it worked out good for me. Eventually, I went off on my own, and
But you still go to church regularly.
And I still go to church
even
every
not
Sunday.
even in the program anymore.
Yeah.
But you're still here at the
yep,
church. That's
I still,
awesome.
Yeah, still go to church every Sunday, and I give all the glory to God too, because
Yeah,
you
right.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it without Him.
Good deal, bro.
Thank you, man.
Right. Hi, I'm Ron with Off the Street Ministries, and this is Peter, one of our current staff members. How did you come to be at Off the Street Ministries?
In May of 2019, I was at J. Muller, which is the Alameda County treatment facility for mental health disorders. I suffer from major depressive disorder. When I was there, I'd heard about Off the Street Ministries, and I'd mentioned that to my case manager there, and she connected me with Off the Street Ministries and brought me to interview with you and Mike.
Nice, yeah. And then so you came into Off the Street Ministries pretty quickly. You started helping out at Off the Street Ministries once you got there, right? Because you have a background in business, right?
Correct. I was a chief financial officer in the construction industry for 35 years.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. Yeah, and so a lot of those skills you've been able to use now at Off the Street Ministries. Why don't you give us an example of what you're doing today for Off the Street Ministries?
I do case management work. I'm a liaison with public defenders and parole and probation officers, coordinating a unified program for our clients that are involved in the criminal justice system. I work with some community-based organizations to help get needed benefits for our clients.
Now you've helped guys get food stamps. You've helped guys get their licenses back, fill out job applications, and all of that. You have expertise in that. It's really amazing that that God is bringing you in this spot, because with the lack of funding that we have and the way that we've had to do it, having somebody like you coming to our facility is like mission critical. And what do you think our success rate is since the time that you've been there in 4 years?
Well, I did a very detailed pre-pandemic from the founding of Off the Street Ministries to the pre-pandemic, because that changed everything for us when we became under the. We started answering to the Alameda County Health Department and the State Health Department because we're a congregate living facility.
Yeah.
But up until then, I think we were had about a 60 or 65% success rate,
Right.
which in the world of recovery is extraordinarily high.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think a lot of that has to do with all of us working together, and the structure of the program. So
All of us working together with a shared desire to help men better their lives.
yeah, I think one of the other things that I'm sure that you recognize is that we have so many different levels of guys that have come in from 1 month to 2 months to 5 months, that on the property they can see where they're going,
Absolutely.
and all the fellows that are there to help guide them as well. And I think you're a prime example of coming in, getting the recovery, and then giving back. Is I think is essential to a quality recovery.
Yeah, I think they see the potential in other clients that came before them and are still there, coupled with, I think, the level of support we as a ministry provide the clients.
Yeah.
I think it's very helpful, but B, it makes them feel a part of, cared for, helped, supported.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Peter.
My
for
pleasure.
all that you've done for
Everything
Off the
I
Street
do is a
Ministries.
labor of love, Ron.
Yeah, that's great.